Bonjour, everyone. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz. Welcome to Communications from Home, my Tuesday evening live stream show right here on Facebook at Star Nation's organization's main fan page. Welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday, June 9th. Can you believe that? June 9th. Holy smokes. It felt like we just started June, and here it is. Yeah, tonight is something that I've been looking forward to for a while. We're doing a series. I'm doing a series about eldership. And tonight's show is all about the rookie elder. Okay. There's a lot more of us out there, rookie elders, let me tell you. And so here's the thing is that if you know of someone who is either a reluctant elder or maybe the rookie elder, my suggestion is to invite them. Invite them to the live stream, invite them to watch the recorded. We're going to be covering some stuff tonight that I think is going to be really, really helpful, extremely helpful. And so I am going to send the live stream show over to my newsfeed, and I'm going to be inviting the rookie elders that I know. And like I said, there's a lot more of us than we think, right? So I'm just asking them to join us. Calling all rookie elders. All rookie. Oops. Got to make sure I spell correctly. And there we go. We're going to post that. And then, if you guys watch me at all, you know that there's some people that I promised that I would send them the link. And so that's what I'm going to do right now, is send them over to a few people that I promised that I would send them the links. And Janet, I was going to say, I'm forgetting somebody. There we go. There we go. Thanks for waiting. So tonight's show is all about the rookie elder. And how I even got to this series is a few months ago, I was looking for something to read, a series, right? I was looking for something that I could listen to on audiobook because I don't have a whole lot of time to read an actual book. Well, you guys know how much I'm working with Star Nations, and I also have Mom, right? So I was thinking, if I had an Audible book, I could listen to that like when I'm making supper or, cleaning up the bedroom or the bathroom or something like that. I could have it playing, right? So I found, and I know she's been around for a long time. I just never read any of her books. Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And many of you know this author, right? And she has turned out to be one of my favorite authors. She's got put up on that list of the good authors. And I've been listening to a lot of her books. And one of the books that I've listened to is the Elder series. The Dangerous Woman series, actually, is what she calls it. And the Elder book is where I got the inspiration to do a live stream show series about eldership. And, sometimes we have to teach what we need to know, right? So that's why we got started with this. We started last week. We kicked it off with the reluctant elder, and I had a guest, Ortrun Franklin, on with me. And that was such a great conversation. If you haven't seen that one yet, you have to watch the recorded show because there's a lot of good information in it and a lot of great sharing. A lot of great sharing. And the audience, you guys, you were really in that spiritual conversation and added quite a bit to it. So if you haven't seen it, watch the replay on that one. But tonight is all about the rookie elder. And the first time I heard that phrase, it was like, for me, the rookie only comes from two genres. One is in the police force, the rookie in the police force, or a sports term, right? The rookie. Somebody who's brand new, somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing, right? They've got the education. They kind of know, they have the know-how. It's in the application and the experience that they're lacking, right? A rookie. And so as elders, it's kind of the same way. It's kind of the same way. Yeah. So I want to jump over to the chat room just to see who's all with us, and so we can do a shout out to some people. So Rob, if you could please put up my producer, Rob Coulter, the guy that makes my job so much easier. Hello, Rochelle. Good to have you here. And it was good to talk to you today, too. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully Deb's with you too, because I forgot to send her the link. Hey, Susan, good to have you here. It's always good to see you in the chat. And Lynn, good evening, and thank you for sending that nice note to me about Mom. Thank you so much for that. It was her birthday yesterday, my mom. Hey, Pat's here. Hello, Pat. Good to have you here, lady. And Deborah, of course. Deborah, I just got your message through Messenger. I'll answer that after the show. Hello there. Good to have you here. Yeah, and Janet's here too. Yay, the gang is all here. Good one. Excellent. And Deb's here. Yay, Deb. Sorry, I didn't send you the link through Messenger. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And Pat's here too. Howdy. Thanks for the heads up. You're welcome, Pat. Good to have you here. And Rob, of course. The FNG, yes. And the FNG, the F new guy, right? I know Paul shares that one with me too, because I was telling him about the series, and when I got to the rookie stuff, he was saying, "Oh, the FNG." Well, I suppose the thing is that as eldership goes here in the Western culture, and I know that there's pockets like in the Native American culture and the Asian culture here in the West, we still have that taking care of the elder, right? So we have pockets of it, but overall, in the Western culture, eldership is not exactly talked about widely. Okay. If eldership is talked about at all, it has to do with I've fallen, I can't get up. Those lifeline alert things, right? They have, what is that? Depends. You hardly ever see any elder older than 70 in an ad or in a show that is they're really having life, right? Yeah. So Clarissa calls that the overculture, and with the rookie elder, the overculture tends to kind of run us over, because we're still hanging on to some belief systems that we grew up with, right? And so the rookie elder, sometimes it's a little hard to really step into the experience of an elder for a rookie, because number one, we're not seen usually as elders, right? And so it's a little bit harder for a rookie to actually get out there and start applying their eldership. And we're going to talk a little bit about that too. Okay, that eldership. So as we take a look at the word elder, right? Just consider that, the word elder. An elder is any person who is older than you. That's what the dictionary says, okay? Someone who is superior, someone who has authority by virtue of age or experience. And in some cases, for instance, in some religions, they'll have positions within their church as a church elder, right? Yeah. So the dictionary gives us at least a little bit of a framework, right? We covered this a little bit last week. What is your definition of an elder, right? So we have the definition, the words, that mental aspect of it, right? But what is the emotion around it? If we take a look at the medicine wheel, and where does the elder reside on the medicine wheel, right? The elder starts in the northwest at the winter solstice, the maturation cycle, okay? That's where they put us on the medicine wheel. And we go all the way through to the due north, which is in the dead of winter, January, top of the medicine wheel, right? In the north. And that's where we place the energy, the wisdom of the elder is in the north. And I don't know if many of you have ever heard me call in the directions, but when I call in the energy of the north, I'm calling to the ancestors. I'm calling to the elders, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, right? Calling in that wisdom. And it is also the place of the stone people. And so many times it's about stability, right? It's about wisdom. And that I always ask that that energy, the spirit of, come to our sacred circle so that we could have stability and wisdom to recognize the wisdom of each other and our own wisdom, right? And when I was preparing for the show, I was kind of thinking about that maybe as rookie elders, we need to spend a little bit more time with the energy of the north or the energy of the northwest on the medicine wheel, right? To really feel the energies of that part of the medicine wheel. It's the wisdom, it's the stability, right? And as a rookie elder, sometimes we're not seen as having a lot of stability many people, right? They start looking at us with different eyes because we might be, showing some gray hair. We might be talking about the aches and the pains. I caught myself once with my younger brother. We were on the phone. We were visiting, and we started talking about how we were feeling, and we ended up talking about our health. And I had to stop him. I said, listen to us. We're not that old. We're not that to be talking about the aches and the pains. But that's what kind of people kind of put us at, right? And so here is this thing about the rookie elder is that we're just lacking experience. What kind of experience are we lacking? Is that we aren't sharing our stories. If we're not invited to share our life experience, what we've learned along the way, we don't say it. We don't say it, right? And that's on one part of the continuum. As a rookie elder, what also happens is that we tend to be wanting, when we want to wear the badge of elder, then we'll start bossing everybody around. It's kind of like going from one extreme to the other. That's where you kind of get into the lecturing rather than the discussion and the sharing, right? And that's kind of where I kind of got the idea or the feeling that that's where we kind of mix up what is an elder and what is an older. We kind of covered that last week, the difference between an elder and an older. An elder is somebody who shares their wisdom, their life lessons, the things that they've learned along the way, right? And an older an older is basically hasn't learned a lot of their life lessons yet, but they also want to make sure that they tell you that they're an elder and you need to treat them with respect and you need to give them what they want when they want it, basically. So, yeah. So the rookie elder is, to me, is kind of an in between. And so many times we say that is where the magic is, right? It's the betwixt and the between. Because we're just coming in, you're kind of coming into your own. You're kind of feeling like, oh my goodness, I've got something to share. I think Paul's here. Yeah, he just came to get George. George was with me. George didn't want to stay home by himself. Yeah, Paul's here. Okay, so the rookie elder. Here's the question for those that are in the chat with me tonight. Do you consider yourself a rookie elder? Is that where you'd place yourself, or do you not consider yourself an elder yet? It's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. Because I think that we kind of fall into each a little bit of us falls into each of the categories that I've kind of pulled together as elders, right? In the elder series, the reluctant elder, the rookie elder, the unrecognized elder, right? Yeah. And we're also going to be talking about the super elder too. Eventually. That's one of the reasons why tomorrow we're going to be publishing Star Nations magazine. And what I usually do for this particular evening on Tuesday, the second Tuesday of the month, is we talk about the magazine and what was in the magazine, and to share that with you guys, right? I didn't want to take this time slot to talk about the magazine this time. We're going to do that tomorrow in a special show in the afternoon. What I wanted to do is make sure that we had this hour together so that we could discuss and have this conversation about the rookie elder, right? Yeah. Rob, I see that, Rob. Rob's comment, I'm an older. and that's okay. That's okay. If that's what you are, you got to own it, right? You got to own it. So, Rochelle is saying, I feel a little elder and older depends on the situation. Yeah. I can see that, Rochelle. I could see that. And maybe it's because it's a little bit of the elder and a little bit of the older. Maybe that is a better definition of a rookie, right? Because we have some life experience, but we're not applying it in a way that could be helpful to someone else, right? Maybe that could be it. Here's what Clarissa Pincola says about a rookie elder. She says, a rookie elder is an elder with experience, but not adept at sharing their experience. They have elder stories and life stories. This is their wisdom, but they only share when asked. It's almost like we're almost not quite embarrassed about it, but we're not venturing out there, right? She says the rookie elders, they're learning. We're learning. We're learning what it takes to be an elder, right? And one of the things that she says is she quotes a poem about do not go gently into the night. And here's why. Is because she believes that the overculture is a predator for elders. Yeah. That the overculture preys on elders. So, and I had to sit with that one for a little bit, as a rookie elder, what does that mean? What does that mean? And that's when she was talking about what we see on the television, right? And how elders are perceived by the overculture. That they're not very well respected, and also that the being preyed upon is that with that lifeline alert. Now it does cause maybe some peace of mind in some cases. But the way they portray it, right, is that they're instilling fear. And anything that is that can be charged a higher price. I don't know about you, but when I go to shop for things for my mom, it's like, oh my God, just because it says, for older than, the price is higher. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. So Clarissa Pinkola Estes refers to the overculture as a predator. And as a rookie elder, this is one of the things that she talks about, is that we need to kind of hang together and watch out for each other, right? And so in my mind, in my imagination, it's a different kind of gang. It's a different kind of gang. We could have our own colors and everything, right? As rookie elders. And learning how to be a good elder, and I put it in air quotes because what's really good, right? An effective elder, which means is that we just don't talk about our experience, that we're actually role models, is that we're applying our wisdom, right? We're applying our wisdom. And when we see someone who's maybe younger than us, whether it's by chronological age or by experience, is that we give them a helping hand. We kind of let them know, if you did it this way, it'd be a little bit easier. Here, let me show you, right? Or we do the referrals, because we know a lot of people. We've been networking for decades. We know a lot of people. And so why not? Why not be that networker? Why not have, let me introduce you to this person, right? We can do that. As a rookie elder, that would be a good way to begin, I think, because we already have the tools. We just have to learn how to use them in maybe a slightly different way. Right? Yeah. So let's catch up with some people in the chat, Rob. Where did we leave off? Lynn says, with life experiences, a rookie elder, age, 59, maybe, hip replacement next week. Oh my goodness. Yikes. You're gonna be resting and relaxing for the rest of the summer. Sandra is saying yes, and Mother's Day cards. That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that, Sandra. Yeah. Deb is saying, I feel like a rookie elder when I talk to my niece and nephew. I turned 60 in a couple of weeks. You do. And I'm beginning to realize my experiences might be helpful to someone. Yes, absolutely, Deb. Absolutely. And here's the thing, is that as rookie elders, we have to kind of get out there and into the field and actually start catching the fly balls and actually start batting, so that we can we can get in there and realize, what are my strengths as an elder, right? What are my weaknesses as an elder? Because if we know what our weaknesses are, right, then we can do those referrals. If somebody was going into the field of physical therapy, right? Somebody was thinking about that. They want to change their major, or maybe they're thinking about being an assistant, right? Deb, you would be a better elder at that than I would, because I don't know anything about the field of physical therapy. But that was your career area, and so it's like, let me introduce you to my friend Deb. She's going to be retiring soon, and she has a whole lot of life experience around that career area, and she can really tell you the highs and the lows of it, right? And so there's that referral. As a rookie elder, I would be able to do that. So good one, Deb. And you're going to have to let us know what day your birthday is, so that we can wish you a happy birthday. Okay. 60 is not bad. I turned that in December. Yeah. Okay. So, rookie elders. Here's another thing about rookie elders, is that sometimes rookie elders are not seen. They're kind of invisible. We kind of hide. Yeah. Sometimes we don't feel like we're respected, right? The praise as being an elder isn't there, or maybe if it is there, we just don't feel like it fits us yet. And so we kind of hide out. We kind of go invisible. Yeah. And here's the thing about rookie elders is the balance. We've talked about this in general, the balance of giving and receiving, right? Deb's birthday is on June. It is. I didn't know you were a solstice baby. We'll have to remember that. We'll have to, yeah, solstice baby. Yeah, we moved up here in Tacoma on June 21st, 2006. It's been a while. All right, so here's this about the rookie elder. Is as rookie elders, sometimes we're very out of balance with our giving and receiving. So if it's something that you've been working on for a while, like in your 30s and 40s, right? Or maybe even younger in your 20s, and you know that you're a nurturer, you're a giver, right? And that you end up, maybe you were trained to be that way. I tease about this. I tell my mother I'm a good ho chunk daughter, right? Because it's all about in the giving, right? And so there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance. Yeah. So we end up giving more to people, others, than we are in receiving. And if you've been working on that for a long time, when you get to be a rookie elder, right? It's time. It's time to really balance that out. Is to learn about yourself and why is it that you want to be in the giving mode and rather than receiving? You know, is there an issue around the receiving? And that's something that we can heal, that we can balance out, right? We can release. Yeah. Because if you've been working on it for a while, then as a rookie elder, my suggestion is that's when the rubber meets the road. That's when the change has to occur. Because do you really want to take that into your elderhood? Right? Is that something that you really want to take into the elderhood? Because what are you role modeling at that point, right? What are you role modeling for those that are younger or less experienced? I thought about that for a while. It's like, holy smokes, that really kind of puts it into another kind of focus, right? Because here's the thing, is that in that imbalance of giving and receiving, what we're doing is we're teaching others and how to treat us. We're teaching others how to treat us. So if we're out of balance with giving and receiving, then eventually what happens is then we feel like that they're only there because I'm giving them something. They're not really here because they love me, right? Or that they respect me. They want something from me. And we taught them that. We taught them that. And I see it with my mom. I do. I see it with her. Plain as day. Stark. Yeah. It's actually kind of sad because she gave so much to the people in my family, and she only gets to see them maybe once a year, and yet they can drive by here and not even stop in to see her. Yeah. But she taught them that. She taught them that. And so, we have to make a decision for ourselves individually, just like we had to define what an elder is individually. What does that mean for me? Now we have to kind of look at what is that giving and receiving? Is it really in balance or is it really out of balance? Is it just words, the rhetoric, or is it in our actions as well? Right. And that's what I had to sit with. That's what I had to sit with. Because it's going to be going against some of the cultural beliefs, right? Something that we were taught when we were young. If you're female, you certainly were taught that, as a female, that you had to be a certain way, right? So as a rookie elder, it's time. It's time that we can actually step out of that mold that we were put into. We can shake it off if we want to. Yeah. Sounds exciting. A little scary too, right? Yeah, because now is the time. Now is the time that somebody is going to look at you and say, what happened to her? She used to be so nice. She used to be so nice is because she gave me everything and nothing in return, right? Yeah. Balance of giving and receiving. And that's a universal law, isn't it? A universal law, balance of giving and receiving. And so when we're out of balance, boy, do we feel it. Yeah, here's one. I just love this one sentence. It says the rookie elder teaches others to respond as takers. And sometimes maybe it has to do with control. That if you're the one that is always giving, it could have something to do with a sense of control. And here's another one, is that rookie elders, they seldom ask for help. They tell the younger ones or the others that they can do it on their own. Right? That they won't ask for help. The one that really sticks with me though, guys, is that we actually teach others in how to treat us. And we have an opportunity to break a cycle, to disrupt a cycle. Yeah. Are you a people-pleasing person? That's hard to say. Are you a people-pleasing person? Because it could be time to break that cycle, disrupt it. You could be a disruptor, right? Here we are. We've been talking about 2020 here at Star Nation since the fall of 2019. I don't know if you guys remember that. We were saying that, God, you can feel the energy already flowing in. Right? We knew it was going to be big. How long were we talking about, really taking a look at what you wanted to take into the new year and the new decade? It was more than a new year; it's a new decade. What do you want to take into that new decade with you? Right? We're still talking about the same thing here. As a rookie elder, what do you want to take into this decade? When you really step into your elderhood, when you really step into your eldership, how do you want it to be? Because now's the time. Now's the time to create some change, right? As a rookie elder, we're in a really good spot. We're in the betwixt and between. That's exactly where the magic is. So how do you want it to be? What do you want to teach other people and how to treat you? Yeah, kind of like with Deb when she was saying that sometimes she feels like this rookie elder with her nieces and nephews, because she can share with them her life experience, right? Yeah, that's really good, really, really good. But what else are you going to teach them, Deb, at the same time, right? You're role modeling some things. And sometimes it's easier to talk about some topics if you're busy doing something. So whether you're raking leaves with them, or maybe, you're teaching them how to make grandma's recipe, something or other, right? That we're doing something that there's words with it, but they're actually helping us do something, right? I used to tell that to my mom, in her health issues, right? She was always trying to get things done on her. She still does, done on her own, not asking for help. And I remember telling her a few times, it's like, why don't you let the girls, her granddaughters, tell them what you'd like them to do to help you? Because you'll make them feel good that they're actually helping you, that they can do something for you. And, darned if she never would. She would never let them know what they could do for her. I heard it again on Sunday. The oldest granddaughter was talking to her, and she goes, "Grandma, can I do something for you? Do you need something? Do you want something to drink? How about some water? Would you like some water?" And Mom kept telling her, "No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good." And it's like, because I knew the show was coming up, and so a lot of this was already playing in my mind, and I was watching how things were unfolding. And as a rookie elder, I'm going, "Holy smokes. This is being a teachable moment for me right now." Right? So what did I do? I grabbed one of the younger granddaughters, great granddaughter from my mom. She'd be, let's see, Macy would be my great niece, my granddaughter. And I said, "Come here a second," because I had to leave for a while. Right? I had to come up here and get some stuff done. I had an appointment with somebody, and so I knew I couldn't be down at the house. So I grabbed one of the granddaughters, and I said, "Come here. Can I ask you to do me something? I have to be gone for a little while." So the coffee's made, right? Told her where the cups were, showed her where the stuff was to cut the cake and all of that. And I said, "The reason why I'm telling you is I need somebody with a good memory, so that when it comes time, you'll know where the things are at. And if you could help them get that done, I really would appreciate it. And I'll be back as soon as I can." Right? Otherwise, I would have tried to be in two places at the same time. Not that I haven't done that. I don't do either one of them any justice, but I would have tried to split my energy there. Right? Not this time. I tapped one of them on the shoulder and said, "I need your help." And I was kind of kidding around with her when I said, I needed somebody that's going to have a good memory, because a lot of those people in there aren't going to remember what I just said to them. you know. And so we kind of laughed about it, but she did it. She did it. She helped out. It was good. Yeah. Okay, let's get caught up in the chat. Rob, where did we leave off? Lynn says, "Rookie elder is kind of a fun name, though. It's kind of like you are not quite an elder, but a newbie at it." That's right. Exactly. What we're missing is the experience, the applied, the application part, right? So, sorry, Rob. Who's next? Rochelle. She says, "I have no problem asking for help." Well, that's really good. That's great. There's a whole lot of us that don't, though. Lynn says, "I have no problem asking for help either." Yay! That's good. That's good. Maybe it's a cultural thing, you know? Deb says she shares stories with them. Does she share stories with them? My mom, she has in the past. She has. Um, you know, I noticed a huge difference this time. She wasn't quite as engaged. She has comprehension word loss due to the hearing. And so when a lot of people talking at the same time or talking fast, it's hard for her to keep up with what they're actually saying. And so what I noticed was that she was checking out. of the conversation. So I wouldn't say she has in the past, but she certainly didn't do that on Sunday. No, no, no. I think that's part of the super elder stuff, to tell you the truth. Yeah. All right. Oh, Deb is saying this topic is so spot on. Great insights. Thank you. You're welcome, Deb. You're welcome. Well, I think it's because a bunch of us we're living it right now, aren't we? We're living it, and so I think it's more than just a little appropriate. Clarissa really talks a lot about in her books about being together. That rookie elders should hang out together. Elders should hang out together. That we should be watching elders. Those elders who have claimed and embraced their elderhood, so that we can learn from them, right? That we can watch and we can learn, we can listen, we can learn, we can ask and we can learn. That we should be hanging out together. And as rookie elders, we're actually kind of like a support team too, right? Yeah. I kind of enjoy that too. It's a different way, I think, of experiencing relationship, right? Because in our 20s, our relationship with our friends was much different, right? In our 30s and 40s, it was much different. People were raising their kids, right? It was all evolved around the school district. It all revolved around, what their kids were doing, and a lot of that, right? And if you didn't have kids like Paul and I, what it did was it revolved around our work and the people we knew from our work, right? As rookie elders, and we're seeing a lot of our friends retiring, or they've retired from one job, but now they're working a part-time job down at True Value or something. And so, and a lot of people have grandchildren. And so it's a different way of relating. It's a different way um, of being. And even our natural rhythms are different than what they were when we were a few decades younger, right? Do you remember when you had to be in bed by 9:30 because you were just so tired because you fit so much in a day? Maybe it was like, just it was just so much, right? That you couldn't go anymore. And then you hit a certain age and it's like, I'm not tired. I can sleep till 9 o'clock in the morning. I can't, but there's some rookie elders that are saying, hey, I don't have to be in bed at 9:30. I can go to bed at midnight if I want to. And it's like I don't know. I just had a thought, you guys. What about this? It's almost like we're teenagers, but elders. Do you remember what it was like when you were 16, 17? You weren't 18 yet because, here in the state of Wisconsin, it was legal drinking age, 18 when I was a kid. But in those years, it was like you wanted to be considered an adult. You weren't a kid anymore. And you were constantly pushing the envelope, right? You wanted to be independent. You wanted to get out there and start, living an adult life, right? And here in a rookie elder, here we are pushing that edge again. It kind of feels like that. Rochelle. Oh my gosh. I just thought, I still go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, yeah, if you're used to, see, I've always been a night person. I literally get my second wind at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And having mom here, I've had to turn that inside out. Is like Because if I go to bed when my body says it's time to go to bed, which is probably close to 11:30 midnight, I get up at 6 o'clock. That's only 6 hours sleep, and I can only do that for so long. Rob says I'll probably go to bed when the show is over. Yeah, because you've been really busy, right? Really, really busy. It's like, how much can you fit into a day? Do you remember what that was like, some of you guys? Some of you that are kind of semi-retired. There's been days when I felt like I had two days in one. The morning was one day because I got so much done, so much went on, and the afternoon was another day because so much happened. Right? As a rookie elder, I can only do that so many times, and eventually I need to stop and rest. In my younger days, I would have just kept going until my body said stop. You know, when I mean when my body says stop, I mean like pneumonia, bronchitis, that kind of stuff. So I've learned to kind of put the brakes on a little bit before that. Yeah. All right. So the rookie elder. Um, I honestly, I think with a rookie elder, we're kind of in that spot where we're not reluctantly claiming that elder. We're a little bit past that. Not much, but a little bit past that. Yeah. So what the thing about the life lessons, that's where our wisdom comes from, right? We've learned the life lesson. We've gotten the cosmic 2x4. We finally stopped resisting. We have finally realized what the life lesson is. We've integrated it. We've applied it. It's in the application is our wisdom. Okay. Many of us have been through that more than once, right? So the life lesson, whatever it is, we learn so much from it. But one of the things that comes out of a life lesson many times, and I would like you to just kind of ponder this just a little bit, okay, is how we treat ourselves. How we treat ourselves. Lately there's been a lot of a catchphrase. I don't know, you probably have used it many times yourself. Self-care. You have to remember to do your self-care. Okay? You have to take care of yourself, which is all true. But in our life lessons, we really learn an aspect of it is how we treat ourselves. When we've been through the dark night of the soul, because we've all been there, right? Some of us are still going through one, maybe, as we speak. When we're on the other side of that, and we've survived it, and we sit back and we do the reflection, right? We're integrating, we're reflecting. It's like, oh, yeah. I didn't take care of myself very well when I was going through my dark night of the soul a few years ago. I did not. I wasn't sleeping very well. I really screwed up my diabetic diet. I did not treat myself well at all. And I paid the price for it. And so we learn about how to treat ourselves. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because it kind of fits in that as within, so without, right? Toth, as above, so below, as within, so without. So as a rookie elder, we need to take those life lessons and kind of sit with them for a little bit and really take a look at what did we learn from that, how to treat ourselves. Because when we treat ourselves well, when we can literally look at that mirror into our own eyes and say, I love you, and mean it, right? When we treat ourselves with loving care and we respect ourselves, our outside world will be created in that. So that's what she meant. That's what Clarissa meant about we teach others how to treat us. I know, right? So we get to take all that wisdom that we gained. In that application, we gained our wisdom. And so now, as a rookie elder, we get to teach people how we want to be treated by treating ourselves well, by loving ourselves, right? Loving ourselves enough to remember to do our daily meditations. I knew I had to fit that in there somewhere. So that we're grounded, protected, centered, right? Yeah, makes sense to me. My goodness, I've been teaching this for almost 3 decades now. And as a rookie elder, it's like, oh my God, I still get to teach the same thing, but from another perspective. From another perspective. Who knew? Who knew when I started this back in 1996, 95? So, the rookie elder, the age of the rookie elders. That's what I was going to call the show. The age of the rookie elders. It actually begins when we're younger. Much younger than we think. When do we begin to let others know what we need and what we would like? When do we begin to be a role model? When do we tell them how we want to be treated? How do we show them how we want to be treated? How do we treat ourselves? So, really, our eldership starts when we're much younger. It starts decades before we reach that chronological age of an elder. It's a different way of looking at this. It's a different perspective. It's a different perspective. Right? We start when we're much younger. We actually start probably in our 30s or late 30s to early 40s. We start much younger. It's not even really so much about our chronological age either. That's just another layer. We start much younger because there's some elders who are quite young, and some of our grandchildren, when some of the children with some of the things that they come up with, and we look at them and we think, oh my God, there's an elder right there. It's not even in the making. They're right there. So as a rookie elder, it's not too late. We can begin. We can begin. The age of the rookie elder. Okay, Rob, let's get caught up with people in the chat, and then we'll close it up, okay? Lynn says, nothing better than a good nap as a rookie elder. I know, right? I know. I don't get them very often, but when I do, I really enjoy them a lot. I do. Because there was a time when I could nap anywhere, anytime. Deb says, I recently called someone out gently, telling her I would not accept the way that she was treating me. I haven't heard from her since then. Maybe an okay thing. Well, maybe she has to sit with it for a little while, right? Yeah. She'll get it. She will. And if she doesn't, okay. Lynn says, isn't that the truth? It is. It is the truth. It is the truth. And I think it depends on how we actually experience it. Really, I do. When I sat there and thought, oh my God, this started back in my 40s. I wish there would have been something like this then. So if you know somebody who is, let's call them a pre-rookie elder, right? Share this recorded show with them, because it really does start back there. It really does. Yeah. We could have a whole different age renaissance for eldership. I think so. We could start a movement. We could. Yeah, how many baby boomers are in here? Deb says, Neshi, I feel you're the perfect example of an elder. You're teaching for so many years. Your wisdom, knowledge, and compassion is amazing. Well, thank you, Deb. Thank you. And it came with a lot of life experience, a lot of cosmic 2x4s when I was much younger. Yes. Yes. You're welcome, Rochelle. You're very welcome. All right. Gen X here. Yay. Okay. Here's the thing is that we could. I'm gonna give a little bit more time and thought to that one. I'm gonna ask my team about that. Is the eldership movement, you know? Because we have the baby boomers. They're all in their 70s, right? I'm at the very tail end of that. So, maybe early 60s, mid 60s, something like that for the baby boomers. But I think we could start a whole new movement. We are a very youthful elder, right? A very youthful elder. A lot of people are still hiking, right? A lot of people are still, has enthusiasm, a zest for life, right? I'm going to give that a little thought. You guys, you might be coming on a movement with me. Well, we'll see about that one, right? We'll talk about it too. All right. So I have one more thing I want to share with you before we say good evening, and that's something about joy. And that does have a lot to do with the elders too. I'm doing a 5-day challenge at the end of the month, June 29th through the 3rd. It is called The Secret of Remembering Your Joy. Okay. And here's the thing about it is that we came in with joy. We started this physical life that way. As we were conceived, okay, it was joyful. And we just need to remember it. And so many of us have been doing some really deep healing work. We've healed a lot of our traumas. We have learned and remembered how to hold the frequency of love, right? And so now is the time to stretch, to remember joy, And the frequency of joy is actually in the framework of the fifth dimension. So, so I thought, why not? Why not get this? Why not help each other do this? And so it's free. It's a free 5-day challenge. We're going from Monday, June 29th. We'll be doing some activities together, 1 hour a day, and you will have a little homework, but it'll be fun. And of course, there's going to be some meditations in there as well. And on the 5th day, which is Friday, July 3rd, we're going to be doing an actual class. It's still going to be free. It's something they call a master class. I kind of like that title, master class. It's going to be 90 minutes, and we're going to be talking about the removing of blocks to your joy. Okay. So it's first about remembering it, doing some meditations around it, identifying it. And then on that last day, we'll do the removal of any blocks that you might have to your joy, right? And we're going to be doing a little bit of a different spin on that one. The masterclass is free. If you'd like to come into the Zoom classroom with me, it's kind of like a very important elder, a very important elder. We're going to be doing a 3-tier price on that. Okay. And Julie Shumway Hill is working on it, and she's going to get that released pretty darn soon. And that's on the 5th day. Okay. Yeah. So it's all good stuff. I hope you guys can join me. Rob put the registration link in the comments, and he also had it up on the screen. And so, yeah, come and join me. We're going to be doing mind mapping. We're going to be doing some vision board stuff, a little bit different. And we got a couple of activities that I think you guys are really going to like. And so we get to be together for 5 days, 5 days at the end of June, beginning from June 29th to July 3rd. Okay. So look for that notification, and you can just click on the link in the comments too. What that will do, I'll take you to a sign up page, and that way we can tell who's going to be there and getting connected with you guys. Okay. All right. Yay. I'm so glad you guys are here with me tonight for a Rookie Elder. I really was looking forward to this one, and I really wanted to be here to share with you about being a Rookie Elder and how we can move into and embrace and claim our eldership, right? Okay. So with that, join me tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on twice tomorrow, one at 1:00 Central, 2 Eastern. We're doing a special show about the magazine. I want to share with you guys about this month's issue, June issue. You're going to love it. It's about Father's Day, fairies, and forgiveness. The 3 F's. We're going to be sharing some backstories with you guys with that. That's at 1:00. And right after that, we're going to go from that right into the spiritual roundtable, and that is about the card draw, and it's all around joy. That card draw is all about joy, and so you can join me for that. And then at I was going to say 7 p.m. That's not right. Polly Jo LeBay would have been on for Soul Connections at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Now remember this, you guys. Okay, Polly Jo is going to be taking a vacation, an extended vacation. She really needs some time. You know, she moved from Massachusetts to Maine in April, right? Well, she's got to set up her business in a different state, and that's going to take a lot of time and effort. And so she just needs some personal time to take. So her show is going to be on hiatus. She's going to be taking a break June, July, and August. She's taking 3 months off. She'll be back the first Thursday in September. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to have some replay shows for you up. Some oldies, but some goodies on chakra sessions. Okay. So expect that. And yeah, we got some stuff going on at Star Nations. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I do appreciate it. And for those that are watching the recorded version, thank you so much for that as well. And thank you, Rob, for producing. It's so much easier to have a producer. So it is. So, Baba Mina, in Potawatomi, that means until we see each other again. Love you guys. Thank you.